Point Park wins the tip of the women's game to start the conference doubleheader, as Carly Sweeney will tip it out of bounds. The starting five for the Grenadiers goes Jessie Ledgerwood, Katie Durbin, Lee Miller, Carly Sweeney, and Lindsay Wernert. Pass down low to Legister. She gets it. Her own rebound. It will stay with Point Park. Ledgerwood tipped it out of bounds. Point Park comes into the game 10-3, 3-1 in River State's conference play. IU Southeast comes in at 4-7, 2-3 in River State's conference play. Point Park will have a baseline out. They get it in to Pequeno. She misses, rebounded by Legister. One notable thing to see right off the tip is the size difference between Point Park and IU Southeast we've seen in the last couple games is Legister already has 2 offensive rebounds. Point Park is down 2-5 on the shot clock. They get it into Pequeno. She misses, will be rebounded by Durbin. Durbin gets it to Miller. Lee Miller coming off 6 points in the last game. Was a slow game for her. She was 3 straight games in double digits. Miller thought about a 3 and she gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood gets into the lane. She takes a jumper, rebounded by Miller. Miller takes another jumper, good. Lee Miller gets the scoring starter for IUS. She's on the board. IUS leads 2-0. Point Park has the ball and it will be handled by Belita. She gets it to Pequeno. She takes a free throw line jumper, missed, rebounded by Legister. She passes it out to Belita. Belita gets into the lane, guarded by Wernert. She throws it up and good. Point Park is on the board. We are tied at 2. Miller gets the ball to Durbin. Durbin gets it down to Wernert down low. Nice turnaround jumper off. Rebounded by the Pioneers. It will go to Belita. Belita looks to push. She gets it into the lane, guarded by Ledgerwood, and a foul on Jessie Ledgerwood. That will be her first foul of the game. We'll have a substitutions for Point Park as number 25. Sar Nadal will check in for the Pioneers, as well as Artecha Ballo and Coral Holmes for the Pioneers. The first shot was good. Second is good. Point Park will take a 4-2 lead 2 minutes into the game. Lee Miller has the only points for the Grenadiers as she brings it up. She gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood looks for some help. She gets it to Derman, guarded by, gets it to Sweeney. Sweeney looks to get into the lane. As she does, she gets by her defender and one. Carly Sweeney. Grenadiers have a chance for a lead. Sweeney's on the board with 2. She made a nice move to get into the lane and got fouled. That will be the first foul on Point Park. Sweeney looks to give the Grenadiers an early lead. She does. Carly Sweeney's got 3. Grenadiers take a 5-4 lead. The ball will be brought up by Holmes. She gets it to Pequeno. Back to Ballo. She gets it down to Nadal. Nadal scores. Point Park takes right back the lead. Carly Sweeney now brings the ball up for the Grenadiers. She gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood's looking for some help. She gets it back to Sweeney. Sweeney thought about a 3, does not take it. She gets into the lane. A nice spin move. Carly Sweeney blocked, and that's going to be a foul. That will be Point Park's second foul, sending Carly Sweeney to the line on back-to-back possessions. Sweeney's done a good job of getting in the lane for the Grenadiers the last 2 offensive possessions. Sweeney leads Grenadier scores with 3. She will have 2 shots. The Point Park foul was on number 24, Ari Belita. That was her first personal. Sweeney's first shot is in and out. Sweeney misses the second, and it will be controlled by Ballo. Ballo looks to push. She pushes in the corner to Pequeno for 3. Off. And a nice play there by Coral Holmes as she got the rebound, throws it off Lindsey Wernan, and it will stay with Point Park. They get it into Pequeno. She being guarded tightly by Lee Miller. They get it back to Holmes. She drives, missed. Rebounded by now, controlled by Ledgerwood. She looks to push. Ledgerwood will pull it back for the Grenadiers. She did not have numbers. She gets it to Miller. Miller gets in the lane, and she will get it to Katie Durbin. Durbin gets it back to Ledgerwood, and she's got a wide open lane for 2. Good. Jessie Ledgerwood for 2. Grenadiers take back the lead. It's a great pass from Katie Durbin. Ledgerwood streaked right to the lane and lays it in. That is Ledgerwood's first points of the night. Point Park looks to take back the lead. They get it down to Nadal with a great move, and she catches and lays it in. Another size difference for the Grenadiers. That goes to Point Park again. That's one thing that the Grenadiers are going to have to do, is find a way to keep the ball from getting to the block, as Point Park is a lot bigger than what the Grenadiers have to throw at them right now. Lee Miller picks up her dribble and is looking for help. She gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood gets it down to Wernick. That's going to be another foul on Point Park. That looks like that is going to go on Holmes. That will be her first personal. She caught up. Carly Sweeney for the Grenadiers has 3. Lee Miller has 2. Jessie Ledgerwood has 2. For Point Park, Nadal's got 4 early, as well as Belita for the Pioneers. Be a baseline out for the Grenadiers. Ledgerwood's taking it out. She's looking for help, and she's just going to throw it away. There was nobody there. She threw it out of bounds, and that will go to Point Park. Point Park looks to add to their 1-point lead as the ball will be brought up by Ballo. She gets it to Pelia. Palia's first shot of the game goes. Point Park pushes their lead to 11-7. Right off the bench. She gets a wide open three, and she took it. Carly Sweeney's down. And Lee Miller picked up her dribble. She does get some help from Katie Durbin. Ledgerwood looks to set back up. We're down to 15 on the shot clock. Lee Miller looks to set up a set play. She's going to get a high ball screen from Katie Durbin. Miller gets into the lane, looking for some help. Oh, Wernick with a great cut, and she converts the layup. Lindsay Wernick gets her first points of the night. Been two good plays from the Grenadiers. They've had two nice back cuts. They've gotten two easy layups. Point Park still holds a 2-point lead. The ball is still brought up by Barla. She gets it in, and it's going to be missed, and that's going to go to IUS. Last touch by Legister. And IUS is going to get the ball back. Miller looks to tie the game up for the Grenadiers. She's got two early points. Down to 4:40 here in the first quarter. Carly Sweeney being guarded tightly by Ballo. They get it to Ledgerwood. She's looking for help. She gets a high ball screen from Durbin. Get it down to Wernick. She gets cut off baseline. She gets it back to Durbin. Durbin with a free throw jumper. Good. Missed. Carly Sweeney goes flying in for the rebound, and she will get fouled. That will stay with IUS. Another foul on Point Park. That will be their fourth team foul here early in the first quarter. Another line change for the Pioneers. Ball will be thrown into Carly Sweeney. She gets it to Durbin. It's going to go back to Sweeney. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Lee Miller gets a high ball screen from Durbin. She gets in the lane, gets cut off. She finds Durbin at the free throw line. She gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood for three. Off. Rebounded by Bleda, and she will be fouled. That will be the first foul. That will be on Lindsay Wernick. That will be her first personal foul. Team's second foul. Point Park looks to add to their early 2-point lead. We're under halfway through the first quarter here. Lita has the ball for Point Park. They get it to Giles. Giles for three. It's the second time we've seen that tonight. Somebody checks in for Point Park, and they get a wide open 3-point shot right off the bench. Giles pours in her first points of the night. Sweeney throws it up, and she's going to get fouled. She's going back to the line. See if Carly can make her two free throws. She is 1 for 3 on the day so far from the line. Abby Young will check in for the first time for the Grenadiers. That foul was on Alexis Giles. That is her first personal foul. Lindsay Wernick will go to the bench as Abby Young checks in for the Grenadiers. Carly Sweeney is the Grenadiers' leading scorer with 3. She's got 4. Grace Stapleton is also at the table for the Grenadiers, getting ready to check in. Looks like she will check in for Sweeney. Sweeney's second shot is good. Carly Sweeney makes both, cuts the lead down to 3. She will take a seat on the bench. Carly Sweeney's got 5 early points for the Grenadiers. Grenadiers will put on a little bit of pressure with 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be a steal just like that. Abby Young tipped it, controlled by Stapleton. They get it to Young, back to Ledgerwood. Grenadiers will slow it down, look to cut into this 3-point Point Park lead. Miller gets through the lane, a nice move, and she cannot convert. Rebounded by Pequeno. She looks to push. Gets it up the lane. She will be stopped by Young. And that's going to be a foul. It'll be on Jessie Ledgerwood. It will be Jessie's second foul. That is Ledgerwood's second foul. Looks like she will stay on the floor for the Grenadiers. Point Park manages to get it into Pequeno. They get it down to Pavlik. She gets it out to Palia. She misses. Rebounded by Legister. She misses. She converts her own rebound. She throws it up. Still missed again. She gets another rebound, and she finally lays it in. There's the size difference again. Legister's already got 5 offensive rebounds for the Pioneers. Jesse Ledgerwood will bring the ball up for the Grenadiers. Taylor Treat and McKenna Wilson at the table for the Grenadiers. Miller gets in the lane, passes it to Durbin. Durbin gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood for three, off. Good box out by Pequeno. She rebounds it, and she looks to push. She gets it to Pavlik. She gets into the lane, missed. Tipped, controlled by Stapleton. Stapleton controls the rebound and gets it across half court for the Grenadiers. They get it back to Miller now. Miller gets it to Young. Young thought about a three. She does not take it. She gets in the lane, and that's going to be a foul. Abby Young will go to the line. Chance to get her first points of the night. Quite a few fouls already here in the first quarter. We've got 6. That's the 6th team foul on, 5th team foul on Point Park, 3rd for IUS. Jesse Ledgerwood and Katie Durbin will go to the bench for the Grenadiers. McKenna Wilson and Taylor Treat in for the Grenadiers. Abby Young will have 2 shots for the Grenadiers. Misses the front. Off the front of the rim, the Grenadiers going to get back in this game. They've got to make their free throws. They've done a good job of getting to the line early. They've got to convert them when they get a chance. As far as the Grenadiers are 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Abby Young, second shot, off. Rebounded by Point Park's Holmes, and they look to push. They get in the corner to Giles. Giles for another 3, off. Taylor Treat will have the rebound. She's out in transition. Will be slowed down by Giles. Gets it to Young. Back to Miller, and that's going to be stolen by Pequeno. She takes it in, missed. Rebounded by Pavlik, laid in. And that's going to be a timeout. IUS, a minute 55 to go. In the first quarter, IUS trails 18-11. We are back from the first timeout called by Robin Ferris, and IUS has the ball. Point Park will put on a little bit of pressure. They will pressure the ball all the way up the floor. Lee Miller played every minute of the game, controls it for the Grenadiers. She gets it to Taylor Treat. Gets it to Stapleton. Stapleton had a nice game the other night off the bench. She had 6 off the bench for the Grenadiers. Lee Miller gets in the lane. She passes it up to Stapleton. Stapleton thought about a 3. Did not take it, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Pavlik. Grace Stapleton took it right at her, and that will be another foul on the Pioneers. That's 6, and the Grenadiers will go to the line. Stapleton will get a chance for her first points of the night for the Grenadiers at the line if we can convert these free throws. Carly Sweeney at the table getting ready to check back in for the Grenadiers. Stapleton's first shot is in and out. Grenadiers have struggled from the free throw line early. That will put them 3 of 8 from the line to start. They're currently trailing by 7. Stapleton's second shot, in and out, rebounded by Nadal. Grenadiers cannot convert on the foul. Pavlik gets it in the lane. She throws it in the corner to Pequeno. Pequeno gets into the lane, down to Nadal, and that's going out of bounds. IUS will get the ball back. It's a little too hard for Nadal to handle there, and goes out of bounds. Grenadiers will have the ball. Lee Miller checks out for the Grenadiers. In for the Grenadiers will be Carly Sweeney. 5 looks as if Sweeney, Young, Wilson, Treat, and Stapleton. Carly Sweeney is now handling the ball for the Grenadiers. She gets into the lane, gets cut off by Nadal. McKenna Wilson takes a little jumper, missed. And they're going to call a foul on IUS. And that was a questionable call, at least, but it is a foul on Taylor Treat. That will be her first. Point Park has the ball now with under a minute to play here in the first quarter. A three from Pequeno, short, missed, rebounded by Stapleton. Great rebound from Grace. And she is out and running. She gets it to Wilson. Stapleton is open. She did not take it. She gets it to Sweeney. Sweeney is wide open for three. Missed. Rebounded by Pequeno. The Grenadiers have had some good looks, have just yet to find the bottom of the net. They get it in the corner to Holmes. Holmes is going to have it stolen by Young. Good defense by the Grenadiers so far. We're down to 26 to go. Carly Sweeney thought about another three. She did not take it. Treat for three. That's good. Taylor Treat for three. Grenadiers cut the lead to 4. Couple good offensive possessions from the Grenadiers. And another defensive stop to keep this lead where it is. Pavlik has the ball for Point Park. She thought about a shot. She does not take it. She gets it to Pequeno. Pequeno for a deep three. Does not. Grenadiers. That will be the end of the first quarter. Point Park leads 18-14. We will be right back.
Indiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
We are back here with the start of the second quarter. It will be IUS's ball, currently trailing 18-14 to the Point Park Pioneers. Grenadiers are in this game. The 5 for the Grenadiers looks as the same as we ended the first quarter with. Is going to be Young, Treat, Stapleton, Sweeney, and McKenna Wilson. Sweeney gets into the lane, and she's going to be blocked. That should stay with IUS, though. It will. We're going to have a fix of the clock here. It looks like it ran a little long when the ball went out of bounds. See what we get it set back to. We will put 2 seconds back on the clock. IUS gets it into Treat. She's looking for some help, and she's going to take it herself. Was nothing there. Cut off baseline. They get it back to Stapleton at the top. Gets a good screen from McKenna Wilson. She gets it back to Sweeney. Sweeney gets in the lane. She's going to have it tipped and stolen. Treat thought about a three. She will not take it. We're down to 5 on shot clock. McKenna Wilson for three. That's not going to go, but it's going to be rebounded by Sweeney. Got tipped right into Sweeney's hand, and a nice pass to McKenna Wilson for 2. Grenadiers cut the lead to 2. Carly Sweeney picks up the offensive rebound, gets it back to McKenna Wilson. She lays it in. McKenna's on the board tonight. Pequeno is open. Takes the baseline. They get it down to Legister. Guarded by Young. Good. Rolled it around the front of the rim, and it went. That is her 4th point of the night for Legister. Carly Sweeney will slow walk the ball up for the Grenadiers. Lindsay Wernick is back at the table for IUS. Tree gets in the lane. A nice move, and that's not going to go. Too hard. Tipped. Rebounded to Legister. They get it back to Pequeno. Pequeno looks to move. She gets it to Pavlik. Pavlik thought about a shot. She does not take it. They get it in the corner to Giles. Giles for 3. Good. That's Giles' second 3-point shot of the night. Leads back up to 7. Giles has gotten open from the corner twice now, and she's got 6. Carly Sweeney brings it up for the Grenadiers. She's looking for some help. She has nowhere to go to yet. They get it to Treat. Treat's going to lose the ball, but she will control it. She gets by Pavlik. She gets a good screen from McKenna Wilson. Taylor Treat pulls up good. Taylor Treat for 2. Taylor Treat. Her 5th point of the night for the Grenadiers off the bench. Grenadiers need another stop here. They're still playing man-to-man defense. And a wide open lane for Lydia, and that will be her 6th point of the night. She had a wide open lane after a good double screen from Point Park. McKenna Wilson's going to take a jumper off the front of the rim, missed. Get it to Pavlik. Point Park Pavlik gets in the lane, and a great pass to Legister, good. Point Park's found a groove now, leads up to 9, biggest of the game. IUS has got to get a stop here. They need a basket. Sweeney will bring it up for the Grenadiers. McKenna Wilson open for 3. She takes another one. Good. And they're going to say it's a 2-point shot for McKenna Wilson. She's got 4 off the bench. It's a 2-point shot for McKenna Wilson. Lee Miller is back at the table as well as Lindsey Wernick for the Grenadiers. That's going to be 3 seconds in the lane on Legister. That's going the other way. We'll go back to IUS. McKenna Wilson and Taylor Treat will go to the bench for IUS. Get you caught up on Point Park substations here in just a second. Lee Miller will bring it up for the Grenadiers. He gets it to Young. Miller gets into the lane. She gets it down to Wernick. Wernick looks to make a move down low. Cannot get it. Will be rebounded by Point Parks. Ballo. Ballo looks to push. She gets into the lane. That's a travel, and that will go to IUS. The 5 for Point Park goes as if Giles, Pequeno, Lydia, Palia, and Ballo for Point Park. Grenadiers currently trail 27-20. 6:33 to go in the second quarter. Lee Miller's looking for some help. She gets a high ball screen from Abby Young. Pass to Young was cut off. Get back to Miller. Miller's going to take a jump shot. Good. Lee Miller. Grenadiers have got to get her going. That's Lee Miller's 4th point of the night, and they need her to get going now. Lee Miller is the top scorer for the Grenadiers. Great defense from the Grenadiers. They cut off that pass. Stolen by Miller. She does not have numbers. She will pull it back. It's a high screen. She's going to take Ballo to the lane, and she does. Good. Lee Miller for 2. She's got 6 just like that. Miller's getting going for the Grenadiers. Lead is down 2-3. Pequeno has the ball at the top. They get it down to Ballo. She cannot control the pass. Stolen by Wernick. They get it to Miller. The Grenadiers will not have numbers, so they will slow down. Miller, who's on a 4-0 run herself, pulls it out. She's looking for some help. She picks up her dribble. She gets it to Abby Young. Young looking for help. She can dribble. She takes it. She gets it down low. She has nothing. She passed it out to Miller. Miller thought about a 3. They're down to 10 on the shot clock. She's got to go. Miller's looking for help. She picked her dribble up. Nobody's going to be there. Stolen by Giles. Not a good offensive possession for the Grenadiers, who could have cut into that lead. Giles now has the ball for the Pioneers, and they are down to 15 on the shot clock, and they look to run a set play. They get it to Lydia. Stolen by Abby Young. Another steal from her. She's got 2 early steals. Grenadiers look like they are out of gas. Miller with a good move. She gets it to Stapleton. Stapleton for a 3. Good. Grace Stapleton for 3. Tie game. Grenadiers cut into the 9-point lead, and we are tied at 27. 4:35 here in the second quarter. Lexi Starr is at the table now for the Grenadiers to get her first minutes of the game. Lee Miller guarding Ballo. Ballo gets in the lane. She picks up her dribble, and that's going to be a foul on Stapleton. Lee Grace Stapleton's should be her first personal foul of the game. Lexi Starr will check in for Carly Sweeney. Grenadiers have done a good job in this second quarter getting back in this game. Lee Miller went on a little 4-0 run, and then Stapleton hit a deep 3 to tie it up at 27. It's a 7-0 run for the Grenadiers. They get it to Pequeno in the corner. She finds Giles. Giles tries to go down low to Denau, and Wernick with a good steal, and she throws it back in, controlled by Starr. Lexi Starr will give it to Miller. Looks like Jessie Ledgerwood will check back in for the Grenadiers. Now she is ready to check in. Wernick gets in the lane, and she's going to try to shoot, and that's going to be foul. couple of good offensive possessions here from the Grenadiers, and Wernett will go to the line for IUS to give them a lead here in the second quarter. Werner's first shot is good. Lindsay gives IUS the lead. The freshman having good minutes so far for Coach Robin Ferris and the Grenadiers. Be Werner's third point of the night. If she can make it 4 right here, the Grenadiers need it. Got to be better from the free throw line if they're going to win. She makes it. Grenadiers go up 29-27. Katie Durbin back in for IUS as well as Jessie Ledgerwood. And the Grenadiers have put on a press. They've got a trap, and they might have a steal right here, and they cannot control it. Ladia did control it. Nadal down low under the basket. She looks to make a move. She gets it into Legister, who's back in. She throws it up. Good. She's been a handful for IUS in this second quarter. She's got 6 of her 8 here in the second quarter for Point Park. Jessie Ledgerwood has the ball for IUS. Grenadiers need to get her going. She can be a big offensive help for the Grenadiers. Starr's going to throw it up, and that's going to be missed. Rebounded by Legister. Lexi Starr looks to get back on defense, and she will recover. Jessie Ledgerwood on. Giles up 3 from Pequeno. Missed. Nadal had position. She's going to rebound it. Good. Nadal lays it in. And now Point Park has taken back a 2-point lead, 31-29. Katie Durbin has the ball for the Grenadiers, and she's going to get it stolen by Pequeno. She will pull it back. She looks for help. She cross-court pass to Giles. Giles thought about a 3, does not take it. Three-pointer. Timeout, Robin Ferris. And the Grenadiers have taken the lead, and just like that, the lead's back to 5. 34-29, 2:36 to go. We will be right back. We have 2:36 to go here in the second quarter. Point Park, Pequeno just hit a 3, and that pushed Point Park's lead out to 5. IUS did have a 29-27 lead, but Point Park has went on a little bit of a 5-0 run here in the last couple minutes. Grenadiers can look to get it back a little bit closer here in this possession. Carly Sweeney has the ball for IUS. She gets in the lane, looks to make a move. She has nothing there. Tipped by Nadal, but it will be controlled by Ledgerwood. Werner looking for help. She gets it to Durbin. Durbin thought about a shot. She does not take it. Ledgerwood gets into the lane. Gets cut off. Point Park having a very nice defensive possession here. Durbin goes to the ground. That's going to be a foul called. And that should put Katie Durbin at the line for IUS. Oh, fouls reset in the second quarter. That was only the second foul for Point Park. It'll be a baseline out as now Lee Miller checks in for Ledgerwood. Abby Young checks in for Lexi Starr. 2:08 to go. Abby Young will take it out for the Grenadiers. And it'll be tipped out of bounds. That will stay with IUS. Pequeno tipped that out of bounds. She's played every minute of this game for the Pioneers. She has 3 points. Legister has 8, 6 for Bladia, 6 for Giles. Lee Miller has 6 points for the Grenadiers, as well as 5 for Carly Sweeney, 4 for Wernert. Lee Miller offers help. She gets it to Sweeney. Down to 10 on the shot clock for the Grenadiers. Sweeney's looking for some help. She has nowhere to go, and she's going to dribble it off her foot, controlled by Point Park. Going to be a jump ball. It will stay with the Pioneers. Pavlik passes it in for Point Park, and Pequeno will continue to handle the ball for the Pioneers. Quino pulls it up for Point Park. It's a high ball screen from Bladia. You thought about a three. She gets it to Giles. Giles takes another shot off the front of the rim. That should go to IUS. That's the first time we've seen Giles miss tonight. At the front of the rim, and IUS can cut back into this lead with 1:35 to go before halftime. Need to get Lee Miller or Carly Sweeney a shot here for the Grenadiers. Katie Durbin has the ball, looking for help. She gets it back to Miller. Miller gets a great screen from Durbin, and it's off the front of the rim, rebounded. The play was there, the shot was there, just a little short for Miller. Rebounded by Point Park. Quino Thought takes another three, and she's feeling it now. Her last two shots have went in from the three-point line. Point Park leads 37-29. She's got 6. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Carly Sweeney gets into the lane. She gets it to Durbin. Durbin takes the little jumper. Missed. Rebounded by Legister, and that's going to be a foul on Katie Durbin. That will be on Katie Durbin. Point Park, just like that, has stretched the lead out to 8. Timeout. It'll be a timeout, Point Park. We will be right back with 49 seconds to go before half. Point Park will have the ball. They currently are leading the Grenadiers by 8 with 49 seconds to go. Quino has the ball for Point Park, tipped away by Sweeney. She will get it back. She has got the last 6 for Point Park. Gets it to Bladia. Bladia gets it down to Legister. She looks to make a move on Durbin, and she throws it to Giles. Giles open for 3, off. And I don't know how that wasn't an over the back, and that will stay with Point Park. Coach Robin Ferris is not happy, and Legister will have a wide open, and that's going to be a foul on Sweeney. Coach Robin Ferris is lobbying for a foul, and it did look like one, but it will stay with Point Park, and now Legister will go to the line to push the lead to 10. First shot off. A little strong. She's got 8 on the night for Gabriella Legister for Point Park. Second shot is good. Leads up to 9. IUS can take the last shot if they so choose. Miller brings it up for the Grenadiers. 15 on the clock. Down to 10. Miller gets into the lane. She's going to take it right in, and it's going to stay with IUS with 6 seconds on the clock. So they will get the final shot of the game. Abby Young will take it out for the Grenadiers. She gets it to Durbin. Durbin's going to have to do something. We're down to 4, 3, 2. Katie Durbin's going to have to shoot it, and she does not want the shot. She gets it to Wernick. 3 will not go. We will be right back at halftime. And Point Park leads 38-29. We will be right back.
Louisiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense, and investing in you makes good sense to us.
We are back from halftime a little early here to get you caught up on some stats. Point Park has 38 points, are currently leading 38-29. They are 15 of 34 from the field for 44%, 5 of 14 from 3 for 35%, 3 of 4 from the line for 75%. The Grenadiers have 29 points. They are 11 of 29 for 37%, 2 of 7 from 3 for 28%, 5 of 11 from the line, 45%. Point Park currently leads 38-29. They were led in scoring by Gabrielle Legister with 9, followed by Alexis Giles, Jillian Pequeno, Ari Belita, and Nadal with 6. For the Grenadiers, their leading scorer was Lee Miller with 6, Carly Sweeney with 5, Lindsay Wernitt with 4, Taylor Treat with 5, Grace Stapleton with 3, McKenna Wilson 4, and Jessie Ledgerwood 2. We'll be right back here with the start of our second half in just a moment. It will be Grenadier basketball. The 5 for the Grenadiers will go as Ledgerwood, Durbin, Miller, Sweeney, and Wernert. For Point Park, it will go Pavlik, Giles, Pequeno, Blidia, and Legister. Lee Miller has the ball for IUS. She gets it to Durbin. Durbin had a shot. She does not take it. Ledgerwood with a good cut. Cannot get it through. Miller has the ball for IUS. Looking for some help, and that's going to be an illegal screen on Katie Durbin. A turnover for the Grenadiers early. That will be Katie Durbin's second personal foul of the game. Less than a minute into the third quarter. Point Park looks to add to their 8-point lead. Badia has the ball for Point Park, guarded tightly by Ledgerwood. They get it. Grenadiers are in now a zone defense. They get it to Pavlik. She gets baseline. She has nowhere to go. She's cut off. Good defense by Durbin. They get it to Badia in the corner for 3. Off. What a box out from Katie Durbin. She moved Legister halfway down the floor, and the Grenadiers will control. Lee Miller gets it up for the Grenadiers. They get it to Sweeney. Sweeney gets the ball down to Werner. She looks to make a move, and she can miss, and that looked like a foul, and they did not call it. Legister rebounds. She gets it to Pavlik. Pavlik with the ball. She's going to get it, take it all the way. She gets a great pass down to Legister, and she misses. She misses the wide open bunny. Rebounded by Sweeney. Grenadiers catch a big break there. Trying to set up a play. Miller gets it in. Ledgerwood catches the pass. Ledgerwood for 3. Off the front. Durbin controls the rebound. She gets it back to Wernert. Durbin takes the jumper. Good. Katie Durbin for 2. Grenadiers needed that. Durbin's on the board. She's got 2. Now Point Park has back the ball. Pequeno had the ball the entire first half for the Pioneers, but now she's going to take a 3. Bladia has been taken in. Pequeno for 3. The Kennesaw State transfer. She's been good. She's got 9. She played every minute of this game for the Pioneers. Lead is back to 10. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ledgerwood looks to facilitate. She had the shot. She gets it to Durbin. Durbin off the back of the rim a little hard. Rebounded by Pequeno, and she looks to push. She gets it in a wide open lane, and that's good. She's doing it by herself. She's got all 5 for the Pioneers. Lead is back up to double digits at 12. Werner has the ball. She gets it into the lane. A great move from Lindsay. She's going to get her own rebound, though. Also from Lindsay. Oh, Ledgerwood, a great cut, and she misses. Oh, that will stay with IUS's little confusion there by the Pioneers. But the Grenadiers just had a wide open layup, and they could not convert. Not what they're going to do if they're going to get back in this game. Legister will check out for the Pioneers. Nadal in for Point Park. Carly Sweeney will take it out for the Grenadiers. 7:19 to go here in the third quarter. Sweeney gets it into Werner. Sweeney now has the ball back. She's looking to make a move down low, and a good cut for Miller. Good, and a foul. Lee Miller is going to go to the line for the Grenadiers to add to her Grenadier point leading total. 7:14 to go here in the third quarter. Grenadiers need these free throws from Miller. Grenadiers struggled from the line to start the game, and in the first half there, they really locked it back in. They finished 4 for 4 from the line. Miller has got to convert these free throws. Her first shot is off the side of the rim. Grenadiers got to make their free throws if they're going to get back in this game. Miller's going to trying to make the second shot. I think she's going to go ahead and get this one in there. And second shot is off. Rebounded by Bladia. She takes it up. She gets it in the corner to Pavlik. Pavlik for three. Good. Point Park starting to feel it now. They're up 15. Biggest lead of the game. Timeout. IUS. Point Park leads 46-31. We will be right back. 7:03 to go. We are back here with 7:03 to go here in the third quarter. Point Park has stretched out to their biggest lead of the game, 46-31 over the IU Southeast Grenadiers. IUS fans, just a reminder, and Point Park fans, that the men's game will follow this one about 30 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. You can watch it on the IUS Athletics YouTube page. Point Park and IUS men to follow. Carly Sweeney gets into the lane and fouled. Carly's going to the line. Grenadiers have got to convert these free throws by Sweeney. Sweeney's done a good job this entire game of getting into the lane for the Grenadiers. She could push herself to 7 points if she can convert on these free throws, and boy, do the Grenadiers need it. They have not scored their last few possessions, and Point Park has caught fire from the three-point line. Good. Sweeney makes the first. Carly Sweeney's got 6. Her and Lee Miller both have 6, leading the Grenadiers in scoring. Piccolino now has 11 for the Pioneers. Carly Sweeney's second shot is good. Carly Sweeney's rock solid from the line. Grenadiers needed that. That's going to be a foul on Sweeney. That will be Sweeney's second foul of the game. Point Park will have another baseline out. Be taken out by Piccolino. Grenadiers have put on a full court pressure. They get it to Pavlik. Pavlik has the ball for Point Park. She will be double teamed. She throws a cross court pass to Giles. Giles gets it to Bladia. Down to Nadal. What ball movement by the Pioneers. And that's exactly how you're going to draw it up if you're Point Park. They just dissected the Grenadiers press right there with ease. 48-33, Point Park leads. Sweeney looking for help. She picked up her dribble. She gets it to Katie Durbin. Durbin guarded by Nadal. They get it down to Werner. Werner gets a nice pass back to Durbin. Durbin's going to be fouled by Nadal. Durbin's going to the line. Grenadiers need these 2 free throws. IUS today, they played a pretty solid first half. One of the better first halves I've seen the Grenadiers play so far this season. And there's still a lot of time left in this game for IUS to get back in it, as Point Park has really just came out and caught fire. Credit to them and their staff for what they've done so far in this second half. Katie Durbin's first shot is good. Point Park is 3-1 in River State's conference play, 10-3 overall. Grenadiers 4-7, 2-3. So Point Park is off to a very nice start to this season. Durbin, nothing but net. Grenadiers needed those. They made their last 4 from the line. And Lee Miller almost had the steal. Pavlik does take it away, and they've got numbers. Giles has a 3. She takes it, and it's off. And nobody picked up Ladia, and she's going to get it. Turnaround jumper. And now Nadal gets the offensive rebound. And the size for Point Park really comes into play just like that. And that should be a charge offensive foul. Katie Durbin stuck in there and took the contact from Pavlik, going the other way. Having some trouble with our clock here. Let's get it updated for you. We're down to 6:04 here in the third quarter. Point Park has put on a full court press now. They get it into Miller. They will call it back. Grenadiers could cut into this lead. They could get it to 10 with a 3 here. Miller, who has yet to score here in the second half. And just as we say that, look at that move from Lee Miller. Grenadiers cut the lead down to 11 now. A great take from Miller. Ledgerwood it back in for the Grenadiers. And they called a foul on Miller. She looked as if Point Park even walked with the ball before they call that foul, but they let it go. Padilla will check out as now number 33 for Point Park will check in. That will be Padilla. Pavlik takes it out for the Pioneers. She gets it in. 2. Blaquinho for 3. First miss we've seen from her in a while. Rebounded by Sweeney. She gets it to Miller. Miller looks to push. Miller's going to get into the lane. Grenadiers are playing transition offense. Good. Lee Miller cuts the lead. Down 2-9. That was almost a carry by Piccolino, and she doesn't do it. And a 3 from the corner from number 33. Palia, she scores just like that. Back to double digits. It's kind of been like that the entire second half today for the Grenadiers. Seems as if soon as IUS can respond to a Point Park or they can go on a little run, Point Park just answers them right back. And it's like a three-pointer from the corner. It seems as if we've seen a couple of three-point corner shots from Point Park so far in this game. Warner picked up her dribble, and she's looking for help. Durbin with a great cut. Katie Durbin, good. Katie Durbin for 2. IUS has found their scoring shoes now. They've scored the last couple possessions to get this game a little bit more manageable. Piccolino has a wide open lane. She just misses as if her knee's bothering her a little bit now. And we're going to have a timeout here. We're having a complete line change for Point Park. I mean, a complete hockey-style line change for the Pioneers. Ball was thrown out of bounds by the Grenadiers. Another turnover. Got a little, what's quite going on here. We'll be right back. We're going to have a referee conversation. Quite get figured out what's going on here. And we will be right back. Point Park leads 51-41. We will be shooting for the Grenadiers as there's been a technical foul called on the Pioneers. Not quite sure what happened. And we'll get a little further update here in just a second, but Lee Miller will go to the line for the Grenadiers. This could be big for IUS right here as Miller can get the free throw here. Grenadiers should get the ball back, and they could cut into this lead that was once up to 16 points. Miller, good. Lee Miller. She stays good from the line. She's got 10 now for the Grenadiers, just like that. 11 now for Lee Miller. Could she make it 12? She does. Lee Miller makes it 12 on the night for her. Leads down to 8. And IUS will get the ball back. This is... Still don't really know what the technical foul was and what was going on, but IUS will take it. And the Grenadiers could make this lead a little bit smaller here. They got the lead down to 8. Miller has the ball for the Grenadiers, and just like that, a steal from Nadal. She's going to lay it in, and that's going to be an and one. Just like we talked about just a couple minutes ago, it seems like as soon as the Grenadiers can get back in the game, Point Park has a response, and they turn the ball over. And then Katie Durbin, that's going to be her third foul. I think she almost would have just been better off to let now to just go in because, I mean, she was wide open in the lane. There was probably no reason for Durbin to even foul her there. So now she's going to go to the line, and she could push the lead up to 11. And we have McKenna Wilson at the table for the Grenadiers. Missed the free throw, rebounded by Warnert. Lee Miller gets it to Stapleton. Stapleton going to travel. Oh, Grace Stapleton did that a couple times last game. And seems to continue to be almost the same move for Grace Stapleton the last couple games. She just picks that foot up a little quick. Be all right. Grenadiers got to get a stop here. Point Park leads 53-43. This has been a pretty good game so far. Abby Young's going to check in for the first time here in the second half. Oh, that's going to be a steal from Miller. Good defense from Ledgerwood and Miller. Miller with a great pass to Ledgerwood. She takes it right in. And that's going to be a blocking foul. Jesse Ledgerwood goes to the line for IUS. Cut this lead back under double digits. Jesse Ledgerwood only has 2 for the Grenadiers. She was back in the starting lineup for IUS this game. Seen some pretty good offensive games out of Jesse the last couple weeks off the bench for the Grenadiers. Good. Jesse Ledgerwood pours it in. Leads down to 9. Make a little switch here. Grace Stapleton will go get in the box for IUS. And Ledgerwood, good. She gets the home bounce. Jesse Ledgerwood's got 4 on the night. Abby Young checks in for Ledgerwood. Jesse gives the Grenadiers some good minutes and some good defense on the last couple possessions. IUS is back on that full court pressure, and they get it in to Palia. Palia gets it to Vallow. Vallow, she's guarded by Miller, and she's going to take it hard down low. She's looking for help. She's double teamed. Should be a jump ball. That will stay with Point Park. Good defense from the Grenadiers. They got her trapped. They got Vallow trapped down on the baseline. They got a jump ball. So that will stick with the Pioneers per the possession arrow, but IUS will now take control of the possession arrow. Tillman has also checked in for the Pioneers for her first action of the night. And speaking of Tillman, she has the ball right now. Down 2. She gets it to Vallow. Ballow's looking for help. We're down to under 10. She gets it back to Tillman. 7 on the shot clock. Miller cuts her off. Balia thought about a 3. They're down to 3. They're going to have to get it down to and she's going to be in trouble. And blocked by Stapleton. That's still a shot clock violation. That will go to IUS. Great defensive possession from the Lady Grenadiers there. They're going to get the ball back. See if they can cut into this lead. And another hockey-style line change for the Pioneers. Miguelino continues to stay on the bench for Point Park. Like she was still shaken up from, she got knocked down a couple possessions ago. Stapleton has the ball for the Grenadiers. Point Park had some pressure. They will pull it back. Abby Young carries it up for IUS. She gets it back to Miller. Down to 3:10 to go on the game clock. Good. Lee Miller for 2. And there could be a steal possession right there. Miller steals it. Lee Miller. Oh, my goodness. She just missed the layup. IUS. They make Point Park turn it over again. Their defense is picking up. Down to 2:45 to go. As soon as IUS can get another basket here. Lee Miller is playing her tail off right now for the Grenadiers. She's giving them all she's got. She's got 14, and she is playing great defense last 2 possessions for IUS. Miller has the ball for the Grenadiers. Abby Young comes off the screen. Now she has it for some help. Stapleton will come around. Stapleton does not have a shot. She looked at one. She gets into the lane with a good move. McKenna Wilson's going to take a little jumper. Good! McKenna Wilson for 2. Grenadiers cut the lead down 53-49. This has been an entertaining game. Giles open for another jumper. Miss. Legister rebounds it. That's going to be a... Oh, and they call a foul. That looked like a jump ball, and that would have went to the Grenadiers, but that will be a foul on Warnert. Oh, Lindsay, that will be her second foul. That will put Legister at the line. Wow, that looked like a jump ball. They are going to say it was a foul. Man, I cannot believe that. And Legister hit her first. She has got 11 now for Point Park. Point Park does make both of their free throws, leads up to 55-49. IUS is in this game, though. They have done a great job of fighting back, down by 16 at one point here in the third quarter. IUS has fought all the way back to get this to single digits. Lee Miller, it's ball to Werner. Tries to get it down to McKenna Wilson, was tipped by Nanau. They get it to Nanau, and she misses the bunny layup. She was open, and she did not convert. Now IUS has a chance to get back. It's a little bit. Oh, Stapleton's open in the corner for three. Grace Stapleton. Grace Stapleton for three. IUS closing this game up to 3. A minute 25 to go. That looked like a carry, and Nadal is going to convert on this one. They answer right back. Either way, IUS has done their dirty work. They were down by 16. They get it down to single digits. Now they need another basket. Miller's going to bring it up for the Grenadiers. IUS is in this game. This is going to go down to the wire. Warner looking for some help. Makes a good pass out to Miller. Miller thought about a three. She does not take it. She's going to get a screen from McKenna Wilson. 1 minute here in the third quarter. Miller with a step-back jumper. Off. Oh, that was there. Shot was there. It was a good shot by Miller, just in and out. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 52-57. Pavlik in the corner for three. Off. Miller's going to come away with it. It's going to be a one-on-one. Grace Stapleton following behind Miller. Blocking foul on Point Park. Lee Miller is going to go to the line for the Grenadiers. She has given the Grenadiers everything she has right now, and she has willed them back into this game. Lee Miller is going to go to the line for the Grenadiers. She is leading the team in points with 14. That was the third foul on Giles. Grenadiers were down by 16 points here in the third quarter. They have cut it within 5. Miller, good. Lee Miller has had an outstanding third quarter as Taylor Treat will check in for the Grenadiers. She is at the table. She will check in for Miller. Miller looks to cut the lead 2-3. She's got 15. 16 for Miller. She cuts the lead down to 3. Treat will give her a much-deserved rest. 42 seconds to go here in the third quarter. IUS currently trails 57-54. They will put back on their full court pressure. Stapleton will have to stop Giles. McKenna Wilson does a good job of cutting her off. They get it to Pavlik. Pavlik gets it to Belia. Belia pass it back to Giles in the corner for a wide-open 3. Good. Point Park has answered every run IUS has had so far. And Giles, that will be her 16th point of the night for the Pioneers. She has had 16 off the bench, and it's really been a good lift for the Pioneers. Just a bad pass from Treat was controlled by Wernick. Keeps it with IUS. She's going to take a jumper off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Abby Young. Down to 3 seconds. McKenna Wilson with a jumper. Off. Rebounded by Legister. We will go to the third quarter. IUS has fought back to cut this game to single digits. We will be right back for the fourth quarter and the final of this game. Point Park leads 62-54.
Indiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
IUS will have the ball to start the fourth quarter, currently trailing 60-54. Jessie Ledgerwood, Carly Sweeney back in for the Grenadiers. McKenna Wilson for three, good. They say it's a two, but IUS will take it. McKenna Wilson, she's been good off the bench. She's got 8 for McKenna. Best games we've seen from McKenna all season. She's just a sophomore from Louisville. Giles gets it down to Legister, who is open. She passes it out to Pavlik, who does control the bad pass. Pavlik's looking for help. Gets it to Belia. Belia for three, way too hard. Pavlik comes skying in. Gets the rebound back out to Giles for three, misses. And that's timeout, Point Park. They save it. There's going to be 19 on the shot clock. They get back. IUS is going to have to find a way to control these rebounds if they're going to take the lead or get back in this game. They currently still trail by 4. Point Park will have a baseline out here too. Come back after the timeout. They call the timeout as they had the ball in the corner and were needing out. They get it down to Legister. It's going to be stolen by Abby Young. That's her 4th steal of the game. Young just took it right out of Legister's hands. Sweeney thought about a walk-up three. She did not take it. Sweeney's going to run the offense with Lee Miller getting a rest on the bench. Carly Sweeney looks to make a move on. She does. What a move from Carly Sweeney. Lead is down to 2, closest it's been this entire second half. IUS is right in this game. Pavlik has the ball for Point Park. Guarded by Taylor Treat. Those are 2. Piccolina gets it down to Legister. Giles in the corner for 3. Good. Point Park has the answer. She has got... Giles has just been absolutely fantastic for the Pioneers tonight. Carly Sweeney has the ball for IUS. They've got to get a basket here. They've got to continue to match if they're going to stay in this game. And an and one for Carly Sweeney. And one. The Grenadiers needed that. Sweeney could get the lead back down to 2 if she can make this free throw. And Carly Sweeney has now got 11 points for the Grenadiers. Carly Sweeney and Lee Miller have been fantastic tonight for the Grenadiers. Wilson also has had a great game off the bench. 8 points for IUS. Carly Sweeney looks to convert the and one free throw to get the lead back to 2. She does. Carly Sweeney doing a good job with Miller out. And Point Park almost threw the ball away, and IUS's pressure has been pretty good so far tonight. They do a good job of getting back. A reverse layup for Point Park is good from Belia. Belia got an open layup. Pressure could not recover in breaking it. And Wilson thought about a shot there in the corner. She did not take it. She gets it back to Treat. Treat looking for some help. She can dribble. She does. She gets it down the lane. Treat's going to walk. That's going to be a travel on Taylor Treat. Picked up her dribble and took just one too many steps there, and that's going to go back to Point Park. Point Park does still hold a 4-point lead. IUS is still in this game. They've got to get some couple defensive stops, put them together. Back in this game. We have still yet to see Lee Miller here in the fourth quarter. She's getting a rest. 3 from the corner, missed, rebounded by Sweeney. IUS is looking to push. Sweeney's got the ball for the Grenadiers. She's going to take it all the way, and that should be a blocking foul. No, and they call a charge. I don't know how you make that call, but he did. And that's going to be a charge on Carly Sweeney. This will be her 3rd personal foul. Warner checks back in for the Grenadiers as well as Lee Miller. Jessie Ledgerwood will take a seat for the Grenadiers. Man, that sure as heck did look like that was going to be a block call for Carly Sweeney, but she did not get it. Grenadiers have been a lot more aggressive here in the second half of taking the ball to the lane. I think they've got to continue to do that no matter what the case is. They're going to keep this game where it is, currently trailing 65-61. Pavlik is open in the corner. She does not take it. She looks for a cross-court pass. She gets it in to Kalina. Good move. She's been the Point Park's best player tonight. She's got 13. Piccolino's got 13 for the Pioneers. Kenna Wilson thought about a three. She does not take it, and Taylor Treat looked to cut. Kenna Wilson throws it out of bounds. The Grenadiers have another turnover, and Grenadiers have done a good job of cutting into this lead and cannot turn the ball over if they're going to stay in it. 67-61, 7:12 to go. It will be Point Park ball with 7:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. They currently lead 67-61. This has been a good opening game here for the Point Park IUS doubleheader. Giles picked up her dribble for the Grenadiers. She finds Pavlik. Piccolino open for three, and that's automatic for three. She's got 14. They left her open for three, and you cannot do that. She has been awesome for Point Park tonight, and so has Lee Miller for the Grenadiers. Lee Miller's been good for IUS. She's got the game high 16. Giles takes another three. That's off. Going to have to be rebounded by Treat, and she gets it. Treat might be the shortest player on the floor. She does a great job getting in there and getting the rebound for the Grenadiers, and she's got an open lane, and she's going to take it, and way too hard. Taylor Treat. A little hard. Giles now has the ball for the Pioneers. Get it in the corner to Palia. Palia makes a nice move and stolen by Sweeney. Carly Sweeney looks to push. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Point Park does a good job of getting back, and that looked like it's close to foul there. Sweeney just a little hard for IUS. Now the Grenadiers have got to go back on defense, currently trailing by 7 with 5:50 to go. And Park looks to slow it down. Pavlik looks to get it down into Legister. She's being double teamed. And that's going to be a foul on IUS. Get it down to Legister, and she was double teamed. And now we're going to have a line change for the Grenadiers. Ledgerwood, Stapleton, Durbin back in for Sweeney, McKenna Wilson, Taylor Treat. Pavlik throws it in for the Pioneers to Piccolino. She gets it to Giles. Giles gets it back to Pavlik in the corner. Cross-court pass to Piccolino, who's open for three. She's been automatic tonight. That one's in and out, rebounded by Warnert. Grenadiers have to go now. 5:30 to go. And that should be a kick ball. That should stay with IUS. Stapleton will take it out for the Grenadiers. Lee Miller has been good for the Grenadiers tonight. Miller has the ball. She gets it to Ledgerwood. Need to get Jessie going from three-point land. She's normally one of the Grenadiers' better three-point shooters. Three-point shot from Ledgerwood. Good. Right on cue for Jessie Ledgerwood for three. Leads down to 4. Got to get Ledgerwood going. She's got 7. We've seen this season when Jessie can get going from the three-point line, she's pretty hard to stop. So maybe that's what the Grenadiers needed here in the fourth quarter for one last big push. Giles in the corner for three. Can she answer again? She cannot. Rebounded by Lindsay Warnert. A great rebound from Lindsay. She did a good job screening out Legister and getting the ball. Miller has the ball for the Grenadiers. She gets it to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood's going to take another three. Get in there. Off. That should be a foul on Point Park. That's going to stay with IUS. Will be Stapleton will take it out for the Grenadiers. Grenadiers got to score on this possession, getting it back. Jessie Ledgerwood has the ball for IUS. She looks to set up a play down to 15 on the shot clock. Ledgerwood gets into the lane. She gets it back to Miller. Miller with a good move gets it down to Durbin. Durbin looking for help at the lane. She's guarded by Legister. She gets it back to Miller. Down to 2 on the shot clock. You're going to have to put it up, and the Grenadiers are not going to get a shot. It's going to go to Point Park. Pavlik open for 3. Off. That should go to IUS. It will. IUS will get the ball back with 4:09 to go, currently trailing 72-66. They were down by 16 points here in the third quarter. Get it into Lee Miller. Miller has 18 points for the Grenadiers. Carly Sweeney will bring it up for IUS. Coach Robin Ferris calls a set play. I'd like to see another Ledgerwood 3 here if we could get it open. Sweeney gets in the lane. They clear it out for her, and she does not get it, and Nadal's going to have it. Sweeney's going to steal it back. That should be a foul. Sweeney's going to go to the line for IUS. She could cut it to 2. The Grenadiers have not been this close since the second quarter. And that will be the 4th on the Dow, so Legister will check right back in for Point Park. Carly Sweeney, who's been one of the Grenadiers' best free throw shooters all season, is at the line for IUS. She could bring this game within 2 points. Sweeney's first shot is good. Carly's good. Sweeney's got 13 for the Grenadiers. 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. IUS has cut the lead down to 3. Sweeney, second shot is good. Carly, automatic from the line tonight. She's only missed 1 free throw so far, and they're going to dial up the pressure. They got to get back now. The Grenadiers have to get back on defense. Giles is open. She gets it down to Legister. Legister being guarded by Miller. That should be a jump ball, and they're going to call a foul on Miller. Coach Robin Ferris has had some issues all night with the officiating, and he's going to continue to get frustrated. Lee Miller looked like she had position on that ball. They're going to say it was a shooting foul. Legister will go to the line for the Pioneers. Good. Legister's got 12 for the Pioneers. Her second shot could push the lead back to 4. Yep, she finds the bottom of the net. 72-68. Grenadiers have got to match. Jessie Ledgerwood will bring it up for IUS. Grenadiers are going to run another set play. Carly Sweeney's going to pop up to the free throw line. She gets the ball from Ledgerwood. Grenadiers have got to move. They're down to almost 10 on the shot clock. Sweeney's looking for another easy shot. Miller had it. She's not going to take it. A good up and under move for Lee Miller. She's got 20 for IUS. Miller is keeping the Grenadiers in the game. Leads back down to 2. They've got to get back on defense. It's a 3-on-2 if Point Park plays this right. Giles for 3. Missed. Legister's right there, and she's going to be fouled by Miller. Oh. Legister has killed the Grenadiers tonight on the offensive glass. Point Park currently has 18 offensive rebounds on IUS. Legister goes to the line for Point Park. Good. The Grenadiers are going to have a chance at getting back in this game. They're going to have to find a way to contain these offensive rebounds. Point Park has absolutely owned them. Lee Miller with another nice game for the Grenadiers. She's up to 20. She misses. Rebounded by Miller. IUS has got a chance. They could tie it. Durbin was open down low, and she did not see her. Miller gets in the lane. Carly Sweeney thought about a 3. She will not take it. We are down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sweeney gets in the lane. She lost it. She recovers. She throws it up. Not going to work. Rebounded by Piccolino. It's going to go the other way. IUS is going to have to get back and play defense now. That's going to stay with the Pioneers. Good job by IUS to at least tip it out of bounds. 2:38 to go. Grenadiers have to get a stop here. Ball is thrown into Belia. Imagine Point Park will slow it down. Piccolino had the shot. Should not take it. They're going to get it back down to Legister. That's where they're going to go, and she's good. She hasn't absolutely killed the Grenadiers tonight on offense, but now she has 14. She has just cleaned up the offensive glass for Point Park. Leads back to 5 for the Pioneers. 2:17 to go. Sweeney's looking to get in the lane, and that should stay with IUS. It will. Sweeney is trying to find her shot. She's trying to find her shot now at the basket. I'd like to see the Grenadiers maybe attempt a couple more three-point shots. They've been pretty good from the three-point line tonight. We get a shot for, this is our best three-point lineup is in right now between Ledgerwood, Sweeney, and Miller. We get Grace Stapleton in for a three as well. She's been pretty solid for the Grenadiers this season from the line. Under 10 now, the Grenadiers need to go. We're down to 5 on the shot clock. Miller is looking for her shot. She's going to get it to Durbin. Durbin's going to have to put it up. Durbin with the free throw jumper. Misses. Grenadiers just kind of looked all out of sorts there on that offensive possession. We're down to a minute 45 here in fourth quarter. They've got to have a defensive stop. IUS is currently trailing 75-70. The ball to Piccolino. She thought about a three. Pavlik's open in the corner. She thought about it. She does not take it. She gets it in. She throws a cross-court pass to Piccolino for three. That's going to be off. Grenadiers got to get the board. They will. Katie Durbin comes out with it. They've got numbers if they can run. Lee Miller's got to take it in. She does not. Ledgerwood takes the three. Off. Rebounded by Legister. The shot was there. Grenadiers can still. They've got to get stops, though. The Grenadiers have got to get a stop here. Minute 15 to go. I like the last offensive possession from the Grenadiers. Oh, Balia's open for three. No, Legister with the board. She does not get it. Grenadiers are going to clear. Sweeney's got to go. Under a minute to go. Sweeney gets into the lane. That should be a foul. Carly Sweeney's going to go to the line for IUS. We need both of these. Carly Sweeney has 14 for IUS. She's got her hands on her knees. She has played very hard today for the Grenadiers. A good job of keeping them in the game. We need both of these from Carly. These are big. Hits the front of the rim. Sweeney can still make this one and let the Grenadiers set up their defense. Carly Sweeney's second shot. Good. She gets the home bounce. Grenadiers needed that. We have a sub in. Sweeney will check out. Stapleton checks in for IUS. Point Park does get it in. That's out of bounds. That should stay with IUS. What a big defensive stop for the Grenadiers. They got Piccolino pinned in the corner. Grenadiers have the ball with 51 seconds to go. This is big for IUS. They've got to get a bucket here off this turnover. Stapleton thought about a three. She does not take it. The shot was there. They get it to Miller. Miller gets into the lane, and she's going to have it stolen. Piccolino's got a breakaway. Will she take it? She misses. Stays with Point Park. Oh, that's... Piccolino missed the wide open layup. That's going to be a timeout, Point Park. We will be right back. Point Park leads 75-71. 38 seconds to go. Point Park ball. We are back with 38 seconds to go. Point Park does have a baseline out. If the Grenadiers can get a stop here, they've got a chance. Stapleton thought about a steal. She's not going to. They get it to Piccolino. Grenadiers can still afford to play defense here and still have a chance. Lee Miller's going to guard. They get it up to Belia. They get it to Leicester. Stolen by Katie Durbin. Durbin gets it. She's trapped, though. Timeout. And they get it to Ledgerwood. They will not call a timeout. Grenadiers look to run. Miller has the ball. They've got to go, though. Grenadiers get in the lane. Miller, and she just was out of control. And now we're going to foul. And that was the chance the Grenadiers were looking for. Miller had it. Just put a little too much on the layup and didn't have the right angle. Piccolino will go to the line for Point Park. If she can make both of these, the game will be washed. Legister will check out as number 14 will check in for the Pioneers. 2 shots for Point Park. Piccolino's first one is good. That's the game, I'd say, right there. Leads up to 5. Timeout, Coach Ferris. Point Park 76, IUS 71. It's a full timeout.
Louisiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Ten seconds to go. 5-point lead for the Pioneers. Piccolino's second shot is good. The Kennesaw State transfer has been good for Point Park. Miller gets it for 3. It's going to be short. That's going to be the game. Point Park will dribble it out. IUS falls to the Pioneers. They will move to 4-8, 2-4 in River State's conference play. Point Park goes to 10-3, 4-1 in River State's conference play. Scoring leaders for the Grenadiers is Lee Miller with 20. For the Pioneers, Piccolino had 18. Lee Miller leads all scoring. Some final stats. Field goal percentage. Point Park was 28 of 69 for 40%, 11 from 34, and 32% from the three-point line, 10 of 13 from the free throw line, 76%. IUS, 71 points, 20 of 4 of 60, 40%, 4 of 13 for 30% from the three-point line, 19 of 28, 67% from the free throw line. Grenadiers fall 77-71. They will move to 2-4 in River State's conference play. The men's game will start in approximately 20 minutes.